सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानां योगीन्द्राणां त्वदङ्गेष्वधिकसुमधुरं मुक्तिभाजां निवासो भक्तानां कामवर्षद्युतरुकिसलयं नाथ ते पादमूलं नित्यं चित्तस्थितं मे पवनपुरपते कृष्णा कारुण्यसिन्धो कृष्णा कारुण्यसिन्धो हृत्वा निशेषतापान् प्रदिशतु परमानन्द सन्दोहलक्ष्मी
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Bhaṭṭatiri, though suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, Vatarogam, has been so considerate enough, considering Sishyas like us who do not know to compose nor experience. Even while he was in the zenith pinnacle of his pain, he was still composing. The third Daśhakaṃ, though he talks about the lakshanam, the features of an uttama bhakta, a very good quality bhakta, he himself was undergoing a lot of physical pain. Then he realizes, I should be talking about a system that Bhagavan himself has given. Through his greatest Sishya, called as Adi Shesha, the one who does Nitya Kainkaryam to Bhagavan, in the form of Patanjali, he gave us the Yoga Sutras. That system is an eightfold system called Ashtanga Yoga. So this Ashtanga Yoga is discussed in this Daśhakaṃ number 4. Kalyata mama kurushvatavatim kalyate bhavadupasanam yaya spashtamashta vidhayoga charyaya pushtaya shuktava tushtimapnuyam. He says, Kurushva mama tavatim kalyata. Mama kalyata, please give me good health. Requisite health, required health. For what? See, you need a good health. For what? The same question is being raised by Bhuma Devi in Varaha Purana. And Paramatma, in the avatar of Varaha, answers this. He says, Sthite manasi susvasthe sharire. Susvasthe sharire. When the shariram is of susvastham, of good health. What is good health then? Bhaṭṭatiri says, Kurushva mamatavatīṃ kalyatāṃ. Give me that requisite health. Yaya bhavadupasanam kalyate. So that I can do upasana to you. I can do aradhana to you. I can worship you. So he says, Yaya bhavadupasanam kalyate spashtam aha apnuyam. That brings me victory. In case you are able to bestow good health on me, that is victory for me. Why? Tava tushtim ashu kushtaya. Because I will be receiving your grace very soon. Because, remember this, Bhagavan is already blessing Bhaṭṭatiri. Bhaṭṭatiri has no doubts about it. But he says because of his Iha Janma karma and Purva Janma karma, he is undergoing a lot of physical pain. because of which he is pleading to Bhagavan, give me good health. Now Bhagavan says, it's because of your karma you are experiencing bad health. What will you do if I give good health? He says, I will do bhakti to you. Now Bhagavan will ask, as such you have been doing bhakti only to me, Bhaṭṭatiri. What difference will it make if I give you good health? That is when he says, Ashtavidha Yoga Charyaya. Bhagavan, either you and through your Kainkarya Para, called as Nityasuri, called Adishesha or Ananta, who in the form of Patanjali gave us the Ashtanga Yoga, the eightfold yoga system. You have said that Ashtanga Yoga helps control your mind, your senses, and thereby concentrate on the Rupam and Swarupam of Bhagavan, Paramatma. But see, I am suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, then how will I be able to do Ashtanga Yoga? So to do Ashtanga Yoga, you have to give me good health. If I do Ashtanga Yoga, I will be meditating upon you. So he says, Tava tushtim ashu pushtaya. You have to be impressed by me. You have to grace upon me. Why? Ashtavidha Yoga Charyaya. Because I have to adhere and practice the eightfold yoga system called as Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtavidha Yoga Charyaya. He says in the first shloka. The second shloka, he covers. Now from now on, Bhaṭṭatiri will take us on a journey covering the eightfold system. So in the second shloka, he covers the first three angas of Ashtanga Yoga. He says, Brahmacharya dridhatadi bhiryamaihi aplavadi niyamaischa pavitaha kurmahe dridhamayi sukhasanam pankajadyamapi va bhavatparaha. He says, Vayam ami bhavatparaha. Here we are all. He says Vayam. Now, why instead of saying that I, a lot of these places he says I. Why should he say we? See, in Sanskritam we have aham, avam, vayam. Aham is I. Avam is we both. Vayam is we all. So he says vayam, we. Why? Because he says it is just not me who desires. Those who are performing Parayanam and Pravachanam of Narayaneeyam, those of them who are listening to Narayaneeyam also desire good health. It is not as if only Bhaṭṭatiri desires good health. We too desire good health. We want to take the health insurance premium, but ideally we should not end up using it in a year. It's okay, we can pay the premium, but we should be of good health. So for good health, we want Bhagavan's grace. So he says, Vayam ami bhavatparaha. Vayam, we all, ami bhavatparaha. We are solely devoted bhavat, to you only. Then he says, Pavitaha yamaihi. Then he begins with the eightfold system. What is the eightfold system? Yamam, Niyamam, Asanam, Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Dharana, Dhyanam, Samadhi. This is called as the Ashtanga Yoga. I will repeat again. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyanam, Samadhi. So these are the 8 folds or 8 steps of Ashtanga Yoga. They have to come only in this order. You cannot change the order. That's it. What is Yamaha? There is a Patanjali Sutra which goes like this. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyanam, Samadhi, iti is the eightfold system. For what? Yoga. What is yoga? Yogaha, Chitta Vriddhi Nirodhaha. So, mind will go in different directions. See, as I'm speaking, it doesn't mean completely I'm engrossed in this. A few seconds I may go this way, that way. While you are listening as well, your mind is completely not under your control. It may go this way and that way. So to bring that mind under control is a very, very tough task, challenging task, uphill task. That is why yoga means yogaha, chitta vritti nirodhaha, chitta vritti. So you should be able to control the manifold activities of the mind. That is yoga. What are the 8 angas? Yamam, Niyamam, Asanam, Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Dharana, Dhyanam, Samadhi. What is Yama in that? He says, Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigrahaha, Yama. So he gives a definition. Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras defines Yamaha. He says, Ahimsa, generally being non-violent. either in consumption or even in practice. This physical violence, either towards oneself or to people around, and even towards animals and the flora, is deemed as violence. But as much as I say about it, we are a part and parcel of violence. See, for example, if we have vaccines, we consume medicines, they are tried on animals first. So indirectly, we have been the cause of violence. We cut trees, we cut leaves, we either use them for our consumption or for the furniture making. So in some way or the other, there is violence. But try your level best to be non-violent. Ahimsa, satya, truthfulness, satyam vada, dharman chara, says Veda. Satyam, be truthful. Next, asteya, do not steal. Stealing is not a good habit at all. When you steal, suppose you go to a shop, we must have seen so many CCTV footages where people go in a certain dress, they will quietly put it in their shirt, or they will put it under their sari, and then they will come out. That is wrong. Asteyam, which is not stealing from others. At the same time, Patanjali says, Brahmacharya aparigraha. Brahmacharya, that is maintaining purity, doesn't mean only celibacy. It also means that you have to maintain purity either in your deed, your words, or your actions. So that is brahmacharyam. And then comes aparigraha, where you don't accept for the sake of accepting, nor be very avaricious in accepting. Accept or take what is due to you. Otherwise, do not take what is not due for you. Aparigraha. So ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha, yamaha. Then he says, shauchaha, santoshaha, tapasvadhyaya, ishvara pranidhanani, niyamaha. What is niyamam? Shaucha, being very clean. Santosha, being contented. Tapaha, which is tapas, austerities. Swadhyaya, practice and internalize. Ishvara pranidhanani, worship of Ishvara thereby is niyamaha. Then comes the third anga called asanam. He say posture. Sthira sukham asanam. That which is steady and also gives you comfort and happiness. Sthira sukham asanam. He says. Now coming to the shloka, Bhaṭṭatiri says, Pavitaha yamaihi. Let me now get purified through the first process called Yama. Brahmacharya dridhatadibihi. What does that Yama constitute? Brahmacharya, because we have seen all those steps, right? Asteyam, Brahmacharyam, Aparigraha. He says, Brahmacharya dridhatadibihi. All that which forms Yama, I shall adhere to Yama first. Next he says, Aplavadi niyamaihi cha. Aplavadi, shaucha, being very clean. Whatever are the samskaras that need to be done to maintain us clean, we take bath, we brush our teeth, we take head bath. At the same time, we recite the namas of Bhagavan. We do Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. That is also a form of shaucha, because our cleansing process will cleanse our body. But what about our tongue and mind? That is through the nama of Bhagavan. All that comprises shaucham. From shaucham comes till Ishvara Pranidhanani, where you worship Ishvara. All that comes under niyamam. Aplavadi niyamaihi cha. Then after having performed or practiced yama, niyama, then comes asanam. Yamam, niyamam, asanam. Dridam kurmahe sukhasanam. Bhaṭṭatiri says, I would like to engage myself in a sukhasanam. Because what is the sutra? Sthira sukham asanam. It has to be sthira and sukha. So he says, Dridham kurmahe sukhasanam. I would like to sit in the sukhasana pose. Like apiva pankajadyam. He gives one option. There are so many asanas. He says pankajadyam, like pankajasana, where we have the left feet that comes projected slightly over the right thigh. Right feet projected over the left thigh. Then you cup your hands in this form upwards, and then you keep your chest and head straight in the same line, and then close your eyes. So when you sit like this, please remember, I am no yoga practitioner. I'm just telling you what it could look like. So I'm sure many of you will be yoga practitioners, experts and students. you will know it better. But what Bhaṭṭatiri says is, in Sukhasanam, which is Asanam, the third of the Ashtanga Yoga, Apiva Pankajadyam, I would like to sit in Pankajasanam, which is this pose. So Bhaṭṭatiri in the first two shlokas introduces us to Ashtanga Yoga and the first three angas of the Ashtanga Yoga.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते नारायण 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 नारायण